Hello guys, the new war season is here. How's it called? Arcadia Reforged, and it benefits tech characters and especially orcs, and yeah, 20% more primary stats for defending orcs allies. Uh, So I changed my defense a little bit, but not too much for this season. Yes, you have orcs that will be a bit tankier, especially now that people will start getting diamonds on them. Though, so many uh, counters may not work, or you need to build up your teams a lot higher to like start putting purple 3 on them and 2 and 3 diamonds. But generally speaking, I don't think this will make like a huge difference. Maybe to some sort of Orkis hybrid, but I don't really think so. Orkis Mephisto is kinda easy to beat. Yeah. So in room number one, I just have there are not too many tech. Like a team like Pegasus, even having more stats, I don't think will stop anything. Yes, Kessel is a plug and play character that can gain some value, but yeah, let's see who are the tech characters that I haven't used yet. Hank Pym, okay. Kang, okay. You have Superior Six that can be a bit of a hassle, but they are very valuable on offense. Yeah, they're not too much. Like Pegasus, that's about it. Spider-Man big time, but even then, him having like 20 or 30 or 40% more stats won't change too much. And then you have scraps. So besides Orkis, I don't really see this as being a thing on tech. Yes, there are a couple of characters that may indirectly benefit a little bit, like Iron Patriots, for example, or even like Doctor Doom might change a little bit because he will be having more health. So at some points he may not get triggered or survive depending on his size. But I only see it like this here, like attacking A-Force will have some benefit and attacking Astral. Uh, Orcs and Strong, kinda. Uh, yeah. So rule number one, we just have a Black Order. It's just a remaining team that from time to time somebody may underestimate them because Thanos is kind of big. I pulled the 3 diamonds, so didn't buy it. But I like Thanos as a character, not necessarily like he's in generally in Marvel. I like Thanos, so I'm glad I have some sort of use of him. But yeah, it's not really like a strong defense. Then I've put here Bifrost with the possibility that you may drop Doom and then he gives 3 turns to Vol, or and you might kill Valkyrie and then you have like Beta and Vol maybe do something, but generally speaking it's a weak defense. I have here my Hive Mind with a America Chavez to make them a little bit faster, but there are a lot of teams that beat that. Room number 4 is a good defense because many people are not familiar that a Shocker will give a lot of speed baron spawn to Lizard. So where is Shocker? So in War on Spawn, he fills speed bar by 75% for a random Sinister Six protector ally. So you just have Lizard there, not a Rhino, so you're sure that a Lizard will get the speed bar if you use them together in war. And a Lizard can also get 40% speed bar if there's a Spider-Verse enemy, so you can gain 105, but even with 75% speed bar. And he has 126 speed, which is relatively fast. He goes. He's one of the fastest villains that you can have in war with Cabal that can crit, because he hits everyone on his first turn and with his ultimate, and he's a raider. So then Cabal gains speed up by no more, and they can beat, for example, a wannabe quick Cabal with Emma Frost, the OG, and Kang. My team has taken many defensive victories against teams like this because they go faster and your Cabal control the opponents or kill them or whatever. So it's kind of a surprise team a little bit. You have Iron Patriot hitting a little bit harder on this season. Honestly, I don't see. I would expect him to have higher stats because he gains like a lot of. He gains. What does he gain here for me? Only the. My room, he doesn't gain even too much. Like he gains. If he has if we have a regeneration, we apply bleed, and yeah, that's about it in this room. We also gain like 2 regenerations instead of 1. Yeah, so depending on your room, maybe tech won't be the thing even. Yeah, so then you have room number 5. I kinda think of maybe bring them on offense. They seem to be kinda good with a Odin, because a Nightcrawler will give him 20% speed bar, I think, and is very valuable. Yeah, kind of a relatively big team that you hope they will kill by accident. Cyclops, and then he will give speed bar to Forge, and Forge will put buffs on your team. Rogue will taunt, and Nightcrawler Gambit at 3 diamonds might do something. I don't really remember when they got to the last defending victory, but they will pull a relatively big team. Room number 6, I also am thinking of pulling on offense because the Night Stalkers seem to be a team with a lot of potential. I want to test them against Orkis. Maybe it will be one extra solution now that Orkis will be huge. For now, I have them like this because if it's like the 5-piece Night Stalkers, unless they're very big, especially Man-Thing, a mere Weapon X team can demolish them in war, so they're kinda of a non-issue. But if you have them reviving, then Weapon X cannot beat them, generally speaking. So you have to hope that Silver Samurai will get a permakill with his ultimate, and he doesn't do really a lot of damage. Even then, you have another 3 people reviving. So yeah, I'm kinda thinking of pulling them on offense. We'll see how this goes and what they can beat. Room number 7 is my new team here. A-Force, absolute A-Force, and I did put Quicksilver with them. Quicksilver is kind of a disappointment for me right now. I remember him being amazing, and he sucks. And I kinda want to put gear tier 19 on him, maybe at least ISO purple 2, but I don't believe it will change too much. But in this specific case, you have Kahori taking 2 turns, and when an ally of Quicksilver's takes a turn, he gains buffs. So where is Quicksilver? Doesn't show here. Yeah. So he can gain like a speed up or an immunity, or even a dodge. So he has an opportunity in this team to do something good. His turn 1 Terminator 1 is kinda nice. I know he doesn't hit too hard, but it's also like, because he's not the biggest character that I can put here, this seems smaller than it actually is, so it may also surprise some people. Just a test that we'll see how Quicksilver will do here if he does anything. Generally speaking, the Absolute A Force seem to have a lot of potential, and I'm not yet super familiar what beats them as a 4-piece in war defense, so that's what I'm betting on, that there'll be a surprise for people, so they may overkill them or underestimate them and they get destroyed. So yeah, if they are getting a lot of offensive victories, I think even having the buff here that if they attack someone with exposed, they apply offense down and bleed. You will still want them on defense. We'll see how this will play out, of course. Room number 8, I brought Black Cat again here, now that I've also put a Force on defense. Yeah, Black Cat here is for a specific reason, to stop Undying, because a bio character cannot gain speed up on spawn. So if you go in here with an Undying team, you will lose, and some people don't know that the Black Cat stops speed up on spawn, or they might not remember or underestimate them, and they get destroyed if they go in with Undying. So you kind of force them a little bit to use Mercs for Hire here. It's also some character with a 10-1 stun trauma. I guess you have some value against like an Illuminati team, because Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic are bio, so if they go in here, they won't have speed up on spawn. But it's mostly for Undying here to have them like this. Room number 9, I want to have Lady Deathstrike on offense, and because she's amazing with Weapon X, and Mysterio gives a speed to Nimrod, because Nimrod, let's go, I think here we can see this. Where is Nimrod? No, I don't see him. Yeah. Nimrod basically gains a 10% speed stat by a tech summon, and a Mysterio, depending on you have the T4 or not, on his passive, he spawns either with 2 or 3 extra summons, so he will gain at least 20 or 30% speed stat, and Nimrod is like the main damage dealer here, so this may surprise some people in some counters. Maybe they won't remember that he gains more speed with or they may underestimate this or overestimate their team, and they may have a relatively weak counter for Orkis that may not work if Nimrod has more speed. I remember then getting a couple of offensive victories that because of a Mysterio here. So I'm testing this further, and actually replacing Mysterio in my, because I use one Sinister Superior offense, and it used to be Vulture, Craven for the safeguard, Green Goblin Classic, Doc Ock, and Mysterio in War, and I replaced Mysterio with Spider Slayer that I wasn't using anywhere, because I also have like a here my lizard, and it actually works better because they have a offense upon spawn. His special cannot be dodged. Usually speaking, you are using them against, or at least I am using them against a relatively big team with Nightcrawler, like some sort of extreme, or against a Spider Society, and they tend to work better here. You have like the perma kills at some cases with Spider Slayer. You have his special that they flips dodges and cannot be dodged, and you have dodges in both teams, and having like a Green Goblin class and giving him a offense up on Spawn and Craven. They do a lot of damage to kill the opponents quickly, and they also Vulture. So tends to work even better without Mysterio in those cases, and you have Mysterio that you can buff your Urkis a little bit. So yeah. And rule number 10, I have my Spider Society Mephisto here. The reason is Pav puts vulnerables on spawn. Mephisto, in his first turn that he is empowered, he actually consumes vulnerable, and they may kill someone, especially against Undying. He may kill Zombie Juggernaut, which is very annoying, or some teams with Odin, he can kill one member and make it fall apart. So there's actually more RNG here. For example, like a Mercs or higher, it's not very reliable. So this is a team that tends to create more problems for me. It's not the simplest team to beat. So I use them like this for now. I'm kind of thinking maybe like we'll see how A-Force will do. Maybe if we put one more star on Miss Marvel, maybe we do something here with Mephisto, but I would prefer to replace, say, like Ironheart. But maybe we do something different. Or if we pull room number 6 on offense, maybe we'll replace Nightcrawler with Dormammu in room number 7, or Quicksilver with Dormammu. Yeah, I'm generally speaking, I'm a lot more offense oriented, and let's take a quick look what I have remaining on offense. So we have like the Undying, we have Odin team, we have Astral that are great, and I'm waiting for the buff for Shadow King, so they play out differently. Annihilators are amazing, Mercs, Out of Time, Illuminati, you have the Green Goblin Super 6, Nowhere, Gamma, New Avengers, Weapon X, you have like a Underworld, maybe Underworld Castle will be something about on defense, but you can potentially now use, you have like play Robbie, you can potentially use Infinity Watch again, and an Eternal Steam. Maybe I will put again Eternals with a in room number 2, but I've seen this team lose against Mere Eternal's team, so I don't think it's achieving too much.